everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing my ADAMANCEPATOR deck profile. For me, in my personal opinion, this is the deck of the format. It's extremely consistent, extremely resilient. It can go first, it can go second. So I personally think you should pick it up and test it out for yourselves, because it's an extremely fun deck to play. It's really good to watch as well, I must admit. It's got a feel towards the old Zombie Swarm / Light Swarm decks, just because you don't know what you're going to excavate, and it can be quite fun. So we'll dive right into the profile. I'll try and give you some tips, tricks, and also some rulings to look out for if you're ever playing against this deck as well. So we play Researcher, so I'll get the other ADAMANCEPATOR monsters out, and then I'll tell you what their effects and the requirements to be able to special summon from hand is. So we play Seeker and max out on Analyzer as well. So they all share the same effect, basically, that you can excavate the top 5 cards of your deck and special summon a non-tuner excavated monster to your side of the field, and put the rest of the cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. So it helps you rearrange and sort your deck out. I'll just bring that out of the light, sorry. And they can be special summoned from the hand. Analyzer is if only your opponent controls a monster, so 9 times out of 10 you will probably just be normal summoning him if you're going first. Then your Seeker is if you control another ADAMANCEPATOR monster outside of himself. And Researcher is any rock monster. So if you're struggling for plays, you can use Garland Granite to search out the Researcher. Then Researcher is able just to special summon herself, and then you can start comboing off there. So those are the main deck ADAMANCEPATOR monsters. Then the main normal summon of the deck is Doki Doki. So Doki Doki's effect reads that you can discard a rock monster and special summon a rock monster with the same level as the discarded monster to your side of the field. And the main target for you to search out is Quick-Emerald Guardian. So Quick-Emerald Guardian's effect is you can, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can tribute this card to negate and destroy. So it's extremely good against Nibiru, and a really good player would tend to use Impermanence on either this card or for the Needle Fiber. So I think Impermanence should be saved for this card if you have Nibiru, so that way you definitely know that your Nibiru is going to go through. And hopefully they've used the Researcher, because if they haven't, then they've still got plays to play away for days and still combo fully off. Then the man that's on the chopping block. This card is screaming to get banned. This is the most busted card in this deck. If I said that there's a card that can special summon itself multiple times and it can add 3 cards from your deck to your hand, you would instantly want it banned. This card is amazing. I don't think it'll really do anything if it goes to 1. It 100% needs banned, because in this deck it's too broken. It searches out 90% of your deck. So basically, I'll read its effect in terms, it can't be normal summoned or set. So you can banish 3 elf monsters from your graveyard to special summon this card from your hand or your graveyard. And when it leaves the field, add 3 elf monsters from your deck to your hand. The summoning effect isn't once per turn. So when it leaves the field, you can summon them back out. And then during your opponent's turn, when you have Masquerena, you usually use Masquerena in this card to go into Unicorn or Appaloosa, sorry. And then get an additional 3 cards from your deck to your hand to help you with your next plays. So in terms of card management and stuff and resources, just based on this card alone, is phenomenal. So definitely has to be banned. Then a wee bit of utility and Tackle Crusader. So it's a level 4 rock monster, so it helps get into synchros and XYZs and stuff like that. So if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one face up monster your opponent controls, change it to face down defense position. So it helps you get rid of the monsters like Wind and stuff like this, just so you can start using monster abilities again. And special summoning, sorry. Also its second effect its other effect that you can choose is to target a face-up spell or trap your opponent controls, return it to the hand, and your opponent cannot activate cards with the same name the turn that it's bounced to the hand. So it's extremely good for getting rid of problematic floodgates and stuff like that. Then mostly the targets that you search off of Block Dragon is Weeping Idol and Gigantus. So Weeping Idol is basically a smaller version of this, where you can banish a tuner to special summon this card from your hand, and Gigantus banish an earth monster to special summon these cards. So if you're struggling to get a rank 4 out, like be it Dweller or whatever, you can just summon these two from off the search of Block Dragon, and then that's you've got your level 4 toolbox access. And also it has another effect that doesn't really come up all that often, but when it's destroyed, you can destroy all your opponent's back row. So it is quite good. Then the three bodies in Madolce Petting Sasur. Probably butchered the name, but it is what it is. And Tenye Spirit Atara. So this is a level 4 that you can special summon if you have no cards in the graveyard. And Atara is a level 1 tuner that can be special summoned if you control no effect monsters. So this is the first summon that you do. If you open both of these up, you've got a free Halki Fibrax or Needle Fiber without using a normal summon. So extremely good and brilliant for extensions. Then the hand trap is Nibiru. So Nibiru doesn't affect us, but it can affect your opponent, especially like rogue combo decks and things like that. So would definitely recommend Nibiru. In future, I might cut it down to 2 and bump up another card to 2 that I'll get later on in the profile. But definitely, I feel 3 Nibiru is needed, especially in Master Rule 5 with mostly everyone playing combo, synchro, variant kind of decks. Then the one-offs, we play 1 Destruction Sword and 1 O-Line for the Halki Fibrax and for the Union Carrier. We play the 1 Foolish Burial, 3 Adamancipator Signs, and 1 Monster Reborn. So if you don't know what Signs does, it's basically for rock monsters, it's a Monster Reborn that also, if it's an Adamancipator monster that you special summon, you can place a level 4 or lower rock monster on top of your deck. So it makes sure that your excavations don't miss. And Monster Reborn, because it's a great extender. And then we play Shade Brigandine. So this card I might bump up to 2. I'm playing it with 1 just because I don't want to miss on my excavations. So that's why I'm trying to limit the amount of spell cards and trap cards that are in this deck, because it's mainly monsters that we want to hit. But he's a level 4 monster, easily summoned because you're not going to have any other traps in your graveyard. So extremely good. Now extra deck. We play obviously Halki Fibrax, and we play Masquerena, and we play the Union Carrier. So Halki Fibrax obviously for the combos for Needle Fiber and stuff. Masquerena help us get a wee bit of disruption in terms of going into Unicorn or Appaloosa, and also with Union Carrier, as well as doing the Buster Lock, you can also equip Block Dragon if you're struggling for resources. And when this card leaves the field, it still activates its effect when it leaves the field, but you need to watch out for the restriction on Union Carrier in terms of if your opponent tries to banish 3 more cards to special summon this card back out, the card that's equipped cannot be summoned the turn that it's equipped. So you need to wait. Just make sure that your opponent doesn't do that just to get extra resources and extra fodder for Masquerena and stuff. So just watch out for that one. Then we play the 1 Link Cross and the 1 Appaloosa, because negation is key. Then the Nightmare package, we play a Cerberus, a Unicorn and a Phoenix. These are just disruptions that we get off of the IP Masquerena. I tend to mostly go into Cerberus when I'm trying to combo off and stuff, just because he's an elf, so you can use him to bring out Block Dragon and your Gigantus, just because he's an elf. So, and he helps you just rearrange the board if you're struggling to get a couple of things off that don't help you get any synchro plays and stuff like that. So definitely I would recommend playing a Cerberus. Rank 4 toolbox, we play Granite because he searches out 90% of your deck, be it Block Dragon, any of your Adamancipator monsters, and Dweller because he's a brilliant card against all meta decks, and he's a staple for every format really. Then synchros, we play one Metal Marcher, one Heralded Arclight, and one Raptite. So Raptite's effect reads that you can excavate 5 cards and special summon out a rock monster. It doesn't state tuner, unlike the main deck monsters. So you can special summon out any rock monster that's excavated. Metal Marcher is just basically when you have Link Cross, you can special summon him out and then get another tuner to help you facilitate other Link plays and stuff. And then you've got Herald of the Arclight. There's just an Omen negate by triggering itself, but watch out because I've seen some players do this play in terms of when they summon it, just to make sure that they don't get any buried and stuff, that they forget its main effect, the stagnant effect, that if a monster is sent from the deck to the graveyard, it's banished instead. Because I've seen people summoning this, then use Foolish Burial to get Block Dragon into the grave, and then special summon them out. It gets automatically banished because it does apply to you as well as your opponent. So just watch out for that as well. So if Herald of the Arclight is summoned first, any card sent from the deck to the graveyard is banished. So just watch out for that one. Then we play Savage, and we play the one Dragite. So basically Dragite has the effect that it can excavate 5, and for every rock monster, bounce a card your opponent controls back to the hand or the extra deck, wherever it came from. Savage Dragon is when it's synchro summoned, you can target one Link monster in your graveyard, equip it to this, it gains half its attack and also gains counters up to the number of its Link rating. So you need to watch out when you equip Halqifibrax because this is a water, Dragite actually gets its second effect, and where if you have a water in your graveyard, you can negate a spell and trap card. So you just need to choose what would you rather have, an all-round negation or spell and trap negation. So just one thing to watch out for. So make sure if the Halqifibrax is out of the grave, this doesn't get its second effect. So just be wary of that. So that was the deck profile. So please, if you enjoyed it, give it a like, and hopefully you learned a wee something today as well when I went through the deck profile. So please give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. Peace.